Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Pop Culture Asylum. And today is Wednesday. Wednesday. And you know what that means. Tonight is another episode of AEW Dynamite. And let me tell you, tonight's show was a big one because tonight was a celebration of one specific man, a certain man, a man that many people consider as a legend. Tonight, AEW celebrated 30 years of none other than one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, one of the greatest and influential wrestlers of all time, Mr. Chris Jericho, the Le Champion of professional wrestling. So tonight was the 30 years of Jericho special, and man, was it big tonight. There were a lot of ups tonight. There were like one or two downs, but I will get to that when I get to that. But overall, very, very solid show. Like, I really liked the show tonight. I thought the show was strong. I thought the matches were great. And I just thought it was a solid, solid show. So let's wait no further time. Let's get on with the review. Well, before we start the review, if you guys like what you see here, make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment, and make sure if you like my content, subscribe for more. And don't forget to ring that bell. Okay. And tell me in the comment section, did you like this show tonight? Did you guys think the show was like solid tonight, or did you guys think it was a bad show? Like you can you can say your opinions, whatever you can say whatever you want about this show tonight. Like this is an opinion based channel where every opinion matters. Okay? No one is being left in the dirt. So let's get on with this review. So to start off the 30 years of Jericho special, we got Brian Cage defending the FTW championship against Mr. Willpower himself, Will Hobbs. And honestly, this was an amazing, amazing matchup to start the show. It's like these two strong ass behemoths just like going at it, just like clashing. Like it was great. I like both. I just like both men in general. Both men did a great job in this matchup. I like the back and forth. It was just an overall great match. I really like the chemistry between Brian Cage and Will Hobbs. Both men were like very, very legit tonight. And of course, Brian Cage defeated Will Hobbs to retain the FTW championship. But Will Hobbs was actually really, really strong in this matchup. I thought, like I said, I thought both men did an amazing job. And I definitely see, the future is definitely really bright for Will Hobbs. Will Hobbs, it's, Will Hobbs, like, reminds me of Keith Lee. Like, Will Hobbs is like the AEW's answer to Keith Lee. I can't wait to see more Will Hobbs. I thought he did a great job. I thought it was a great showcase matchup against Brian Cage. And overall, a great matchup to start the show. No complaints whatsoever. And then after the matchup, you can see Ricky Starks coming to the ring, and it looks like Brian Cage and Ricky Starks of Team Taz were going to attack Will Hobbs. But Taz, he was so impressed that he actually stopped Ricky Starks and Brian Cage in his tracks, saying that you got two options. You either join Team Taz or you get your ass kicked by Team Taz. So you can see Will Hobbs. I don't think he was going to join them anyways. But then Darby Allin came out to help, to try to help out Will Hobbs. You see him with the skateboard. He was going to use a skateboard as a weapon. But then Brian Cage and Ricky Starks like retreated and all that. And yeah, so we still got the program with Darby Allin versus Team Taz. And I like how everything's like flowing perfectly. Like So far, everything is making sense, and all the pieces are like falling in place with this Darby Allin versus Team Taz storyline. And honestly, I see like there's the next pay per view for AEW is Full Gear, and I honestly see a tag team matchup. Oh, as Darby Allin, Will Hobbs goes against Brian Cage and Ricky Starks at Full Gear. I honestly see that happening, but yeah, I thought it was a great match to start the show, and yeah, just overall, the first match and the first segment was solid, very very solid. Then we get to the congratulations from many wrestlers and celebrities celebrating Chris Jericho on 30 years, and the list is as follows. We had Slash, Hiroshi Tanahashi, which is very, very interesting. And there's also reports saying that AEW and New Japan might have had a deal locked in, so we might see a New Japan Pro Wrestling and AEW crossover, which is, if that's the case, I am hyped because imagine the matches, just the dream matches. Like, it's amazing. So Hiroshi Tanahashi say his congratulations. Ted Iron, don't know who he is. Bully Ray, Bubba Ray Dudley, Shaquille O'Neal, Gene Simmons, Don Callis, Lars Ulrich, I think I'm saying his name correctly. Diamond Dallas Page, Lance Storm, Kevin Smith, Eli Ruth, Gabriel Iglesias, Chavo Guerrero, which we haven't seen in the ring in any wrestling promotion in a long time. So it's great to see Chavo Guerrero, all well and good. Steel Panther, don't know who they are. Ultimo Drago, I thought that was awesome. He's a legend in his own right. Paul Stanley and Dennis Miller. Those were all the people who gave their congratulations to Chris Jericho on their 30 years. So there's that. So immediately after that, Lance Archer had his promo about his matchup next week against John Moxley for the AEW World Championship in the first in AEW's anniversary show. And Lance Archer and Jake Roberts cut an amazing promo. Honestly, like, it was mostly all Lance Archer, and just Lance Archer alone can cut an amazing promo. And here's the thing that both, because John Moxley also had his promos tonight. I love how AEW made a callback to Wrestle Kingdom, because as you recall, I believe it was like the last Wrestle Kingdom 14, I think, when John Moxley defended the IWGP United States Championship against Lance Archer in a Texas death match, and Moxley ended up winning that matchup. Which, fun fact, John Moxley is still the IWGP United States champion, which I'm still very surprised that he's still champion, considering that he hasn't fought in New Japan in 6 months. So I thought that's interesting, but that's a different company and all that. But I really, really love the Wrestle Kingdom callback. I thought that was awesome. Then we get to our next match, our second second Brush of Greatness matchup, which I think it was for the AEW Tag Team titles. FTR's opponents this week was the Hybrid 2, Angelico and Jack Evans. They are back in AEW television, and of course they have been back. They have been back for a while now, but they have been wrestling on Dark. But to see them back on AEW TV, I thought that was awesome. I feel like the Hybrid 2 are very, very underrated. I thought Angelico and Jack Evans, like, I could see them holding tag team gold in the future. Like, both Jack Evans and Angelico are a very, very talented team, like 100%. And this matchup I thought was really, really good. The story of this matchup was FTR going after Jack Evans' leg. His Jack Evans' leg was bothering him throughout the entire matchup, and Helico showing his technical submission prowess, which I thought was really awesome. I just thought it was a very good matchup, a very, very solid matchup. And FTR won the matchup against the Hybrid 2. But during the matchup, the Young Bucks were watching the entire time, and bro, they look possessed. They look pissed. They look like they want to beat the hell out of everyone. From a superstar to an announcer to a cameraman. Which, by the way, they super kicked the hell out of a cameraman. So 100% we're definitely going to see the dream match that we have been waiting for. FTR versus the Young Bucks for the AEW Tag Team title at Full Gear. I see that happening, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait whatsoever. Then you can see on the screen FTR wearing like weenie suits and stuff like that. It was clearly what's that word? Fake. It was clearly like a Photoshop picture. And all of a sudden, Best Friends came out and they announced that next week FTR is gonna face Best Friends for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Boy, I am excited. Both teams are going to kill it next week. Both teams are going to give it their 100%, and I can't wait. It's going to be an amazing matchup come next week. So, after that, we got a promo from MJF saying how Chris Jericho influenced his career, and, MJF was showing his respect to Chris Jericho. The reason I did this because I don't bite, man. I don't bite. I'm telling you, they're leading up to a Chris Jericho versus MJF match at Full Gear. And if they do, AEW have all the rights to my money. Okay, because I would see that shit in a heartbeat. Okay, just the promos and the segments alone have been gold together. Now imagine the segments and the promos against each other, bro. Bro, AEW is possibly sitting on a freaking gold mine if they do this. Imagine how many people, how many fans you would bring. Literally, Chris Jericho versus MJF would be rivalry of the damn year 2020. And imagine what kind of program would imagine MJF and Chris Jericho having an amazing program. It would not just be good for television, it would also be good for MJF because a win over Chris Jericho? Bro, MJF already has a freaking rocket on his back. He's already flying. Okay, he's already on top of the blue sky. Okay, but a win against Chris Jericho, bro, he'll be far away. He would be like out of the Milky Way galaxy. He would be so over. Like, if AEW is doing this, I'm sorry, WWE. I'm sorry, NXT. Okay, but AEW has won the Wednesday Night Wars if AEW does this. If Jericho and MJF have this program, it won't be good for NXT when it comes to ratings. So NXT, they got to step it up. They got to step up their game. They got to step up their game because AEW is on a roll, and they look like they're teasing an MJF versus Chris Jericho matchup. And I'm telling you, once they do that, it's not going to look good for NXT at all. So NXT needs to think of something fast because if not, AEW is going to destroy them in the ratings, at least till Full Gear. Okay, so my advice to Triple H and NXT, think of something fast because you are in serious trouble. Okay, and this is because I'm not just an AEW fan. Okay, I'm an NXT fan. I love NXT, but like NXT Takeover last Sunday was very underwhelming. It was a good show. Don't get me wrong. Great action. I thought Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly was one of the best matches of 2020. Very hard hitting, but it was nothing in that show that made me interested and keep watching NXT. You know what I mean? Like NXT haven't been special lately, and which is really a shame. But of course, I'm gonna keep watching like NXT, but I'm still kind of behind. But I'm definitely gonna watch Halloween Havoc, which is gonna be awesome. The fact that they're bringing back Halloween Havoc is amazing, even if it's just because of ratings, which is 100% the case. I'm so glad that these WCW old pay-per-views are coming back. First, it was Bash in the Beach on AEW. Now it's Halloween Havoc. So that's going to be awesome. Then we get to the dog collar matchup between Cody Rhodes and Brody Lee for the TNT Championship. Great matchup. And Greg the Hammer Valentine was even watching tonight, so I thought that was interesting. It was a very brutal matchup. It was everything we expected out of those two in a dog collar matchup. Like, dog collar matches have a reputation of being some of the most brutal matches ever. You know, just a couple years ago, CM Punk and Raven had their very noticeable dog collar matchup in Ring of Honor, which turned out to be one of the most memorable matches in Ring of Honor history. So yeah, these dog collar matches are no joke. I thought it was a great match and a very brutal matchup. But I don't agree with the ending. I don't agree with the booking. Great match, great brutal matchup. Everything I love to see. I love hardcore wrestling. I love when two wrestlers beat the living shit out of each other. That's what I love to see. But I did not agree with the results. Brody Lee should have won. It really makes Brody Lee a transitional champion in a way. Like, don't get me wrong, it was bittersweet. I like that Cody Rhodes won the TNT title, but at the same time I don't. It's 50-50, right down the middle. So yeah, I did not agree with the result. Brody Lee should have won. But like, I looked at social media, not many people like the result either. But not many people are talking about this because think about it. Brody Lee won a matchup. Cody Rhodes won a matchup. They're one apiece. See where I'm getting at here? Brody Lee versus Cody Rhodes 3 at Full Gear for the TNT title. And personally, I think they're going to one up. I think at Full Gear, Cody Rhodes will defend the TNT title against Brody Lee one more time in a rubber matchup, like in a steel cage or a last man standing match, something like that. But again, I do not agree with the decision of giving Cody Rhodes the title, but not many people are thinking of like a rubber matchup between Cody Rhodes and Brody Lee at Full Gear, which I thought was very interesting because AEW loved doing rubber matches. And so far, Cody Rhodes and Brody Lee have an amazing series of matches. So I'm a little bit disappointed result, but not exactly. Not exactly, because I'm thinking that we are going to get a rubber matchup between Cody Rhodes and Brody Lee one more time at Full Gear in like the most brutal matchup possible, like probably a last man standing match or a steel cage match or first blood match. But they're probably gonna one up from the dog collar matchup. So after the match, Cody Rhodes is celebrating with Brandy, Arn, Dustin, the entire Nightmare family's there, well, except for QT Marshall. And then Cody Rhodes, sorry about that. Cody Rhodes announced that he was going to defend the TNT Championship next week on the AEW Anniversary Show. And who decided to come out? Orange Cassidy. And I thought this was interesting because Orange Cassidy already had a title shot for the TNT title against Brody Lee. So the fact that he wants another title shot, but this time against Cody, like I think it's going to be a great matchup next week, 100%. I just think it's a little weird that they're giving Orange Cassidy another shot at the AEW TNT Championship, but again, doesn't bother me too much. Cody Rhodes and Orange Cassidy are going to kill it next week, 100%. Then after that, the three more men have been announced for the AEW World Championship Tournament, which the finals of that tournament will be held at Full Gear. Now, last week, three men were announced: Jungle Boy of Jurassic Express, Ray Felix of the Lucha Bros, and my boy Kenny Omega. Bang! Man, I love Kenny Omega. And three more men have been announced: Warlow, boom, boom, Colt Cabana, boom, boom, Colt Cabana of the Dark Order, and Hangman Adam Page. Guys, I'm telling you, Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page for the right to be number one contender for the AEW World Championship at Full Gear. Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page. Just the thought of that excites me because that has the potential to be one of the best matches, not just this year, but the entire decade. So I'm very, very excited for that. And then Kenny Omega had a promo. He was being interviewed by, I believe, Alex Marvez. Yeah, Alex Marvez. And Kenny Omega was extremely, extremely confident going into this. And I don't blame it. I don't blame him. Why? Because Kenny Omega is one of the best in the world, and he has every right to be confident. So, after the match, after that promo, we got another very, really great matchup between Ariel Moreau, Cedric Alexander's wife, Big Swole, going one-on-one against Serena Deeb in a great, great matchup. My God. Like, I'm telling you, the AEW women, like, the women's division, they have the talent. They just need to showcase them more. Like, instead of just one match, do like two matches a week or something. But I thought this was a great, great matchup. I thought this was a great showcase matchup for both Big Swole and Serena Deeb. A lot of technical moves in this matchup, which I thought was great. I thought it was amazing. It was a great, solid matchup between these two ladies. Very, very impressed. Then we have Jon Moxley's promo, the AEW World Champ. He is responding to Lance Archer's promo. Of course, he's also having a callback to Wrestle Kingdom. And, whew, my God, allergy season. I hate it. Sorry about that. So, Jon Moxley, he also had a callback to Wrestle Kingdom as well against Lance Archer. And he was like he looked like a badass. Well, Jon Moxley is a badass in general, but he's like in a bar drinking like tequila or something like that. I don't know. I'm 17 years old, but I'm thinking that's tequila. Yeah. Not like I tried it, not like I tasted before, but never know. But yeah, and like his promo came out like it had that like old western badass Wolverine vibe, you know. He's just chilling, said that he's ready to go, he's ready to put everything on the line, all that jazz. And very solid promo from Jon Moxley, the AEW World Champ. Then we got the matches that were announced for the anniversary show next week. Of course, Jon Moxley will defend the AEW World Championship against Lance Archer. FTR will defend the AEW Tag Team Championships against Best Friends. Cody Rhodes will defend the TNT Championship against Orange Cassidy. And Miro and Kip Sabian, who, by the way, was playing a old school gaming machine for the entire show, and I thought that was awesome. They will be in action next week. So, after that, we got to our main event. Chris Jericho and Jake Hager going against Luther and Serpentico of Chaos Project. Now, the match wasn't that bad. Like, a lot of people saying like it was like a bad or boring match. I thought the match wasn't bad, but the Jericho Luther spots, which they were like advertising as like a big thing because both Chris Jericho and Luther had history. I thought that was like kind of disappointing because like it wasn't like it wasn't bad, but it was slow. It was like slow. It it wasn't really that good. I thought that the spots between Chris Jericho and Luther, which were like most of the matchup, I thought they were very slow, and I thought it was a little bit disappointing. Luther tried his best. Luther tried his best. I'm not taking anything away from him, but yeah, the Jericho Luther spots were slow and wasn't exactly that good, but Chris Jericho and Jake Hager gets the victory over Luther and Serpentico, and Jericho actually defeated Luther. So, oh, I forgot. Big Swole defeated Serena Deeb in that women's match. I think I forgot to say the result of that matchup. So, Chris Jericho and Jake Hager defeated the Chaos Project, and Jericho finally pinned Luther. So again, the matchup wasn't that bad. The Jericho Luther spots were slow. Like it wasn't exactly as good as it was advertised, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. They did what they could. And then MJF came out after the matchup. Like Jericho won. Jericho saying thank you for 30 years. Then MJF came out and MJF saying thank you. It's all about you, Jericho. And you can see that it was a clown. I think MJF called the clown Clownico. I think that's how he said it. But MJ he also the clown also had another gift for Jericho, and Jericho opened it, and it turned out to be an MJF picture. My God, MJF is such a prick. He is such a prick. Even when he's celebrating somebody else's big day, like MJF can come out as a prick. But you can see Jericho hits the clown with the picture, and Jericho saying he hates clowns. And you can see this like deadly stare down between MJF and Chris Jericho. But you know, they high five, it was all rules, it was all a joke, and then they celebrated. And also during this segment, MJF said that he was going to make a big announcement next week, and he wants Jericho to come out. I'm telling you, Jericho, MJF, against each other at Full Gear. If AEW does this, all the money, all the money goes to AEW. Okay, like at that point, if AEW does this, if AEW do Chris Jericho versus MJF, they won the ratings war. They have won the ratings war. They won the ratings war. That's that. So that is being teased, which I'm very, very excited about. But then they celebrated Chris Jericho saying thank you for 30 years. And all the heels, like not entirely the AEW roster, but all the heels came into the ring and celebrated with Chris Jericho. And what I thought was funny, like like the end of those sitcoms where they have those title cards, like saying executive producer, blah blah blah, creative team, blah blah blah, all that jazz. Well, they did that, and you can see that on the screen, and it just all says Chris, executive producer Chris Jericho, sound Chris Jericho, lighting Chris Jericho, cast Chris Jericho. It was funny. I thought it was funny. You could hear like sitcom music in the background to end the show. So, like I said, I thought it was a great show. I thought it was a very, very solid show. And again, there was a lot of ups. There were one or two downs, but overall, this was a very, very solid show. This was a really, really great show. And from a professional wrestling fan to you, Chris Jericho, congratulations on 30 years. You're without a doubt one of the greatest professional wrestlers in the world. Like I don't know how you do it, but you always you always change up your gimmick to make yourself relevant. From the Lionheart to the man of 1004 holds to the Ayatollah of rock and roller to the best in the world at what you do to the list of Jericho to the list champion to the pain maker. Just it's amazing. Chris Jericho is one of the reasons why professional wrestling is as big as it is. Like like when people say who is the best, people would likely say The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, and all these superstars are great. Like they're legends in their own right. But there's Chris Jericho have been a legend, a professional wrestling legend from when he started to right now. And Jericho, thank you so much for the 30 years. You're going to kick ass for the next couple of years. And thank you so much for you entertaining us and being the best. Like, you're amazing. You're without a doubt one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. And nothing, no one's taking that away from you. You're one of the best. And thank you so much for all the contributions that you put into professional wrestling for most of your careers, for 30 years of your career. And I can't wait to what you do for the next couple of years. But yeah, from one wrestling fan to another, from one fan to another. Thank you so much, Jericho. I know you're going to kick ass for the next couple of years, and just thank you for being one of the most entertaining, one of the best wrestlers, not just in the ring, but like entertainment as a whole. You're just amazing, Chris Jericho, and you deserve this night. Congratulations on 30 years, man. Congratulations. So I thought that, like I said, I thought this show was a solid show tonight, and I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think it was a solid show, Do you guys think it was a bad show? Was there anything in the show that you guys like or don't like? Remember, make sure you sound off in the comment section. All of your opinion matters. Okay, I'm not gonna give you shit for your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. Okay, and people in the comment section, okay, do not be a dick. Everyone has a right to their own opinion. Okay, everyone has a right to their own opinion. Okay, don't attack people who have a different opinion from yours. Okay, we're all adults here. Okay, everyone be nice. Nobody should be afraid to speak out what they like and what they don't like. Okay, if you have an opinion, speak out about it. Speak out about it. If there's something you like, speak out about it. Something that you didn't like, speak out about it. Okay, I want my channel to be I want my channel to be fair and nice, and I just want the community in this channel to be nice because there's so much hate going on in the world, especially this year. And I don't want these channels to be like hateful and stuff like that. I want people to get along in the comment section. I want people to get along in general. Okay, so let's let's start off by being nice in the comment section. Respect each other's opinion. Okay, and don't be afraid to speak your opinion. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked it, leave a like. Like I said, leave a comment. Don't be afraid to speak your opinion. If you guys dislike the video, always dislike it. And if you guys like what you see, it'll be so helpful, so nice. I'll be grateful if you click the subscribe button and click the little notification bell so that way you wouldn't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a very nice night or day wherever you're watching. Thank you so much, and have a nice night, day, wherever you live. This is the Pop Culture Asylum signing off.